should be going soon.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. There it is. It's trying. There we go. Okay. Hello, everyone. Oh, gosh, my hair. You always forget something when you're starting to broadcast. So tonight I'm going to be making a Thai red curry with chicken. The difference between an Indian curry and a Thai curry is mostly the coconut milk and the coconut cream, which is the difference between a spicy curry and a sweet curry. So hello to everyone. I'm going to just start getting things out of the fridge while people are going in and clicking all the links that I sent out via Twitter and Tumblr, and not Tumblr, Twitter and Facebook, all of which you can pretty much find by typing in HemmsFox. So yeah, I have all the pots and pans and stuff out that I'm going to need. Normally I utilize more counter space in this, meaning that it's going to be a little bit difficult to do things like chop potatoes and stuff with this very limited amount of space, but I'm going to do my best. Turn that around that way. Let me grab out everything I'm going to need. Oh, and before I forget, because how could I forget, my friend here, my friend Tesla is here today. He's going to be helping us. He's been visiting. He's going to be visiting me for the next 2 weeks, so you'll see him next Monday too. So here he is, and he's going to be here. So if you hear another person, that's him.
Hi.
Special super guest. Wolves aren't allowed in the kitchen. Okay. Going into the refrigerator. Onion. We need a potato. Gosh, I can't believe I already need to buy more of those. So we're going to need onion. And we're going to need potato. We're going to need paneer. We are going to need a can of coconut milk, a can of cream of coconut, the chicken, which is raw, which I'll bring out in a little bit, and what else do we need? Oh, that's something else we need. Oh, of course. Several varied spices, which I'll take off my spice rack in a minute. And we're going to need, of course, we need the curry powder. And that is all I'm going to bring out at this time since I have so little space to work with. So I'm going to set the coconut milk off to the side and all the canned stuff off to the side, this off to the side, because I want to get everything chopped and ready to go before I actually start making anything, because otherwise I'll either boil away all of the coconut milk, or I only need one of these. I'll either end up boiling away all the coconut milk, or I'll end up burning the paste in the oil. So I know a nifty little trick to make peeling a potato easier. You just cut off the ends a little bit so it has a flat edge on which to sit. How did my trash can get over there? So it has a flat edge on which to sit when you peel it. By the way, anyone who's in the YouTube chat, go ahead and say hi. I want to see, where does it show how many people are viewing?
Two watching. Showing it on there already. On the first thing you had.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was
right down there.
Okay, you're right. Who's watching? Say hello in the YouTube chat. So, first thing you do when you're making a Thai curry is you want to have all your vegetables prepared, because the preparation time compared to the time you take making it is disproportional. Spend a lot more time peeling and cutting and et cetera, than you do actually boiling anything. And while it's boiling is when I'm going to grill and cook the meat, because I'm going to have a lot of chicken to put in this too.
Oh, it's going to be a chicken one today?
Yeah, it's going to be a chicken one today, which I won't get out because it's raw.
Okay. You want me to time all this stuff, like once you get it into the pot and everything? Because I got a timer on my watch.
Yeah,
like I did the last time.
Yeah, once I get it in the pan or in the pot, go ahead and set it for 20 minutes.
I'll be the timekeeper.
Once that's like that, just turn it around onto the other end. Because otherwise, if you don't cut the ends off, yeah, you lose a little bit of your potato. But if you don't cut the ends off, you'll just end up chasing your potato around the house trying to peel it. And then for the last little bit, to make it easier, it's already starting to yellow from exposure to the air. Lemon, is that you? Hi, Lemon. All right, there we go. Now, I've got this dish out here to hold the chopped bits in. I'm just going to get rid of this real quick. I cut them much thinner this time, so hopefully they won't take as long to boil. Because I'd hate to have you guys sitting here for 20 minutes watching it bubble and boil, even though it's very pretty.
So potatoes that are cut thinner tend to cook faster?
Yes, potatoes that are cut thinner tend to cook faster. That's
I guess
that's way too thin.
Oops. That's like a potato chip. It could be a potato chip.
The potato chip was actually invented because of an angry chef. There was a guy, and I believe it was a New York restaurant, probably New York.
I think you're right about that.
It seemed to just be, New York seemed to be the only place in the country in the early, 20th century was angry about the potatoes.
Sure it wasn't late 19th? Or are you sure it's 20th? I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. I'm always confused.
1910.
It was somewhere between there and then yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
Cars were still, the horseless carriage. So there was this guy in a restaurant who was angry about the potatoes being cut too big, and he kept sending them back to be cut thinner and thinner. And the chef was cutting them thinner and thinner, and he still didn't like them. And so the chef cut them as thin as possible where you could see through them, and then fried them in oil.
He's like, I love these.
And then served them, and the guy was like, these are the best thing ever. And those became potato chips.
What I'd like to know is who first mass manufactured potato chips. I'd have to look that one up.
Probably Frito-Lay.
It could have been. But
I want to know what changes would I make to curry, if I got angry, if I just started jamming this potato.
I don't know. That one might be a little thick. That one that's like sticking up there on the edge, and that last one, I don't know. It's probably okay though.
It's too late.
I
don't want to cut myself.
That would be dangerous to cut a potato that thin.
It's not worth cutting yourself over a little potato. I don't know how he would have cut it thin. Actually, he probably did. He probably used a big potato peeler.
Oh, right.
I should do that. I should stream.
Yeah, those spinning potato peelers.
I should stream. Okay, at this point,
can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, you can see it.
At this point, I grab it by both ends, so I don't cut myself. And then this last bit I usually throw away because, like I said, it's not worth cutting
It's too
yourself
thick.
over it. Too thick. And you do a similar thing with the onion. You cut the ends off so that it has a point on which to sit. Oh, actually, I don't think I need to cut this off. I think I have already some chopped onions in the fridge,
Oops.
but oh well.
That's okay.
Otherwise, you guys miss out. And then what I do is I cut sort of through one layer. I don't want to throw my knife away.
Oh, that was close.
I cut through one layer of the onion and then peel it off.
Okay.
And that's my beginning cut. Tessie's learning.
Because I used to cut onions
as
differently.
well.
That's a more efficient way to do it, the way you're doing it. I like that. I wouldn't have thought to do that.
Where did I cut? There's my cut. Chop one way. So there's one way. And I cut another way. So now there's 4 ways. And then I cut another 1/8. And then I cut another 1/8. And then for me, because for some reason the way I cut these, I always end up cutting them, I don't cut them low enough. Always chop the bottom off so that they can pull apart easier when I'm about to throw them in the curry.
Oh, do they still stick together towards the bottom?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I don't like to waste a lot of food. So they always end up sticking together at the bottom. I think these are cut these together. How many viewers do we have? We have 4. Hello, 4 viewers.
Yay, hi, 4 viewers.
I'm just gonna. I might as well not do that yet. So those are the chopped vegetables that I'm going to be using. I'm going to wash the onions off my hands real quick.
What's your trick for not having to burn your eyes? Or not
Um,
burn? Because usually there's a way to do that, and I forget what the trick is.
I think that most of that oil is in the end that I cut off. Now that I think about it, I think that's one of the reasons. It's a trick my mother taught me. And I think that was initially the reason. I just figured out that it's easy to cut. So I'm going to switch these around. So I'm going to be primarily using this pan so you can see more of what I'm doing. And I'm also going to open the cans with my can opener because I burned the paste one time doing that. I was desperately trying to open the can in time. It burned black and I had to start over.
You might bring it a little this way, down towards the front of the oven.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
So I did not know what coconut milk was until I tried this brand because I had always been buying.
That was convenient.
Yeah, really. I had always been buying the Goya brand, which is good. Goya is good. It's kind of like I'm pretty sure it's a South American company. I forget whether it's Argentinian or Brazilian. I'm pretty sure it's Colombian. And it's like their version of Kraft. They just make every possible thing. But every possible thing cheaply. And then I got this actual, I think that's Thai. I think that is Thai writing, but I'm no expert, so I'm not entirely sure. This is the Thai brand of coconut milk. And I had never had coconut milk before I had this, but you don't put that in yet. First thing you do,
We're going to open something else next.
and then now I'm putting in the oil.
Oh.
So what a lot of people will do, if they even know to use curry paste versus just buy it in the can, is they'll just mix the curry paste in with water or the coconut milk. But what you're supposed to do
Is water less flavorful?
well, it doesn't mix as well because if you, funny enough, grill the paste in oil first, it mixes it around and it cooks it and mixes it a lot easier than if you just mix it in with water. Because if you mix it in water, it would still stay in clumps. But it absorbs the oil and turns much more into a paste than just a bunch of clumps. So you can see the burners on. We should have a list going. Can you grab? Remember when I said the list of stuff I wanted to do?
Oh, California.
Yeah, can you grab that and can you take one of the pens there and start a page?
This one.
No, that was it. Just turn past the list of things I want to do in Arizona. Start a page of list of things that I want to cook. Here,
Okay.
let me see here.
Do you want my pencil or do you have a pen? These are kind of hard to write with your 0.9.
Here.
There's 0.5. Sorry,
there's
0.9 is the
here.
thick one.
There you go.
Okay, thank you.
So,
You want me to write these down?
yeah, write potato chips. That'll be a fun experiment. So, this is, and the oil is cooking right now, so I got to be quick about it. Oil doesn't really have much of a cooking sound. You just kind of got to watch it. It ends up looking like shimmering water once it's ready.
Don't want to touch it.
Yeah, no. So this is what curry paste looks like. It's basically a ground up mud of a whole bunch of different spices, a lot of cardamom, a lot of turmeric. And you throw that into the oil. That's a lot more actually than I should be using, but I like things very flavorful. And my mother was from London, so she of course had lots of experience and exposure to curry. So I've been eating stuff like this for a long time in my childhood. When you mix it around, you can see how that's a lot more of a paste. You want to keep it moving so it doesn't burn. And that's pretty much ready. Now, pour in.
Does all that go in? Or?
Yeah, all that goes in. If I cooked following the actual directions, sorry, cooked following the directions on the side of the curry powder, because it has it. If you go into any general Asian supermarket, a Japanese supermarket most likely won't have this since it's a my ploy. I'm pretty sure that this is either a Vietnamese or a Thai brand. These will be in the curry aisle. You can get this paste. And it'll have a recipe on the side there. But I don't follow it because it calls you to dump the raw meat into the curry. And I don't like to do that, A, because I don't necessarily trust it to really cook completely, and B, because you end up with this very thick layer of oil than if you were to cook it in another pan, which is why I have this pan. Again, I'm breaking the holy rule, don't use metal on metal, but whatever. They're cheap pans. I don't have the good stuff. So just stir that together.
That already smells good. Now with the coconut milk, what do you exactly have to be careful of, like when you're cooking it like that?
Coconut milk is thicker than water, of course, so it doesn't exactly evaporate. It turns into a thick gravy if you're not careful.
It becomes like caramelized in a sense, or not really.
Right,
okay.
And it'll be like a thick gloop, almost like clam chowder if you're not careful.
Okay.
And so but it's fixed by just pouring water into it.
Okay, but we won't get that far, I'm sure, so it'll be okay.
There we go. Let's get that boiling before we put all of that in. My favorite thing about curry is all of the experimenting you can do with the different herbs and spices that you can put in addition. I'm just getting the last of the curry, last of the coconut milk out here. All the experimenting you can do in addition to the herbs and spices that are already come in the mix, in the curry paste. All right, that's starting to bubble enough that I'm gonna go ahead and put these in.
Oop, you got some on the machine. Yeah,
Can you
wipe that
grab
off?
a paper towel? Yeah.
Yeah.
Curry can splash. That's why I hold my hands low.
I'm gonna try not to touch the keyboard until later because you got some on the P key. And,
oh, just go ahead.
Okay, because will it stop anything?
Nah.
I'll just be gentle. Yeah, the computer wanted some too, apparently.
Thanks for being here.
You're welcome. I am happy to be here.
Let's see. I think I cooked my first curry about maybe 4 to 6 months, not 4 months ago, because I left the room I was renting. Last room I was renting in California. I left that 4 months ago before I moved back in.
Yeah, I think I cleaned it off.
And I think I made my first attempt at a curry there. So I think I made my first curry about 6 months ago, I think, is when I made my first curry. My first attempt at curry. I was pretty successful. I was working with a different curry powder at that point. Or not powder, paste. I was working with a different paste at that point. And that was a yellow curry. And I didn't think that switching between pastes would be that different. But the first time I cooked with this, for some reason, it just didn't come out like the yellow curry did. And I think what I did was I used too much oil with it.
What different kinds of curry are there?
Well, in Thai curries, there's 4 major kinds. There's, 3. Red, yellow, 4. Red curry, yellow curry, green curry, and Penang. And there are a couple other kinds.
What's
like
Penang?
there's pumpkin curry.
Color?
No, that's that just refers to the spices.
Okay, so it's just
that are within the paste. And of course, I'm sure these all have different names in Thai. These are probably approximated English names. Thailand, of course, as is most commonly noted, the only.
What do you want me to time that for?
About 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
The only Asian country in that part of the world, besides Japan, that was never colonized.
Do you want me to start it now?
Yeah, started now.
Okay, started.
So these bad bits of the onion, not bad as in spoiled, just parts that I don't like to have.
Generally, you don't want to eat the rind piece or whatever it's called.
It's the center part.
Oh, it's the center part? Yeah, yeah.
So this right here, now this, I'm going to warn you, is where I'm venturing off the traditional path. This is paneer, which is an Indian cheese. And what paneer is it's a very thick block, a very thick cheese that when boiled, not really in water because that's gross, but when boiled in a curry or in any kind of mixture, it takes on a spongy effect. It's like, really, really soft.
Is it like their version of tofu in a sense? Or not really?
It has a consistency similar, but completely different flavor.
Well, does it act like that? I mean, like how it absorbs flavor or
similar?
Okay.
It retains its original flavor, whereas tofu tends to just absorb the original.
Okay, so
the
this
flavor
has the flavor of the cheese and then the flavor of whatever you're cooking with.
Right.
Okay.
And it was pretty much used as a protein substitute for vegetarian Indian religions because it's a cheese, so of course it has protein. Of course, the Jainists wouldn't eat it; they only eat fruit.
They only eat fruit.
Yeah, the Janus only eat fruit that has fallen.
Oh, really?
That's not every Janus. That's a specific ultra-orthodox sect of Jainism that only eats fruit that falls from a tree, because you're not harming a living animal. The fruit itself was never alive. It is just the seed carrier. Vegetable, in order to eat a vegetable, you have to kill the vegetable, especially if it's a root. So, but in the moderate, the moderate sects of the Indian religions, this was pretty much a meat substitute. Because A, meat was probably pretty rare for most of Indian history, and B, if you're following a vegetarian sect, this is what's going to be your protein. So this goes in most Indian curries, but I like to put in the Thai curry. A, because I like it, and B, because this has a very short shelf life, even in a very, very cold fridge. It can mold very quickly, so I have to use it fast. This does not go in until the end.
What kind of an animal does that cheese come from? Anyway? I've always wondered that, and I forgot to ask you that last time. Is it
That
like
I actually
or what
don't
is it from?
know. I would guess.
Could it be goat or?
I would
something?
guess it would probably be cow, and if not cow, goat.
It could be. I'm not sure. I was just wondering. I figured I'd ask.
It's not a Middle Eastern invention, so I doubt it's goat.
Yeah, it's probably a cow.
But it's not. Let's see. It depends on where it was invented. If it was invented closer to the Himalayas, it might be yak.
Really? I didn't know they make yak cheese.
Yeah, that's what Tibetan.
Have you ever had that before?
Yeah, you can see how it's starting to caramelize up on the edge here. So at this point, it has to gotta add some water to it.
You want me to get like a glass to put that in, or?
Nah, I can estimate it.
Okay.
I don't know. For the sake of people learning how to cook, which I don't know how useful. I don't know how useful these videos are for actually learning how to cook, since I don't do it like, Food Network channel style where I have everything laid out. It's kind of on the fly. I don't know how useful these are to actually learn to cook, but I'd say about half a cup is good, and later on another half cup, but I usually just guesstimate. Make sure to mix that together. You can see it gets back its watery consistency immediately, and that's going to give the vegetables the ability to actually boil. Okay, so I'm going to really slow cook the chicken, which unfortunately is still frozen. I really think I have my fridge turned.
Do you want me to look at it here?
I'm going to turn it back to 5.
Oh, well,
Yeah, it's not frozen, but
does it let you put it between 5 and 6, or is it on a click?
no, I can put it between 5 and 6. I'm going to keep it 5.
Okay, that's
Because things need to be able to defrost. This chicken has been in there for days and still hasn't defrosted yet.
I can't see the.
But it's defrosted enough to where I can cook it without ruining it. So I'm going to set that. There we go.
It went out.
Set that on a really.
I'm going to keep my eye on that.
It's really hard to get it to like that lowest setting because it always just.
Oh, it has a bad mix.
Yeah, like right there is where I want it.
I'll keep an eye on that.
Because if I cook it too much, the main key, not too much, not too high, not too fast, because especially when it's not fully defrosted like this, if you cook it too fast, the outside is going to burn and the inside is still going to be raw. So I basically have to have it on a really low temperature right now before I can do stuff to that. So now that this has been going on a while, I'm going to start playing with my spices.
What's that? What was that? Basil?
No, these are bay leaves.
Bay leaves? Oh, I forget.
So
basil looks different. Basil's got like that different.
I will put basil in it.
Oh, you are gonna put basil?
But I have shaved basil. So here's some bay leaves.
Oh, so
which I need to buy more of these.
I thought we just got some, or is that what we have?
No, this is all I got left.
Okay.
So I'll save the rest. Bay leaves, which are not to be eaten in it. They just are there for the flavor. Bay leaves.
Oh yeah, lemongrass.
And I'm cutting onto the cheese. Some lemongrass. That it likes to fly no matter how hard I try.
Well, that onion went into under the.
Yeah, I just noticed that. I'll grab that in a minute.
At least the lemongrass didn't go down there. Try using the scissors, like lightly.
Got it.
Okay, you got it. Looks like it actually started to burn a little bit.
Yeah, I don't want. I've never set a kitchen on fire, and I don't want to start tonight.
To. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna unwrap this a little bit, take some of the dried parts off. And put that one in, that one, that one, that one, and that one. I want to keep it big enough so that you don't find it.
Or that you do find it.
So yeah, so that you do find it. Because you're supposed to unwrap and you get more flavor, but then, you put a mouthful of this stuff in your mouth and
it's
like, you can't eat half of it.
Oh, too much lemon.
So. I am, of course, because it is a Thai curry, going to use Thai chili peppers, which are on a chili heat scale.
Oh yeah, didn't we look that up when we were at the store?
Yeah, I have a neat picture of that. Eventually, I want to look into this to see how I can put graphics overlay graphics onto the videos. But I'm just happy that I have viewers now.
You know what we could do is just make a really nice graph, draw it or print it or something, and just hold it up.
Right.
Just improv it, because otherwise I don't know how you do an overlay.
Just a picture of someone's mouth burning.
On different scales, one it's just steaming a little, and the other one it's like a nuclear explosion.
Yeah. These are incredibly hot, incredibly spicy.
I thought you were going to do two.
I found that the flavor didn't get out with just two. These you can eat, but I mean, you better be ready. You better have eaten these things your whole life, because these are, it goes ghost peppers, habaneros, and then these. That's on the spiciness scale. So these are incredibly hot. So you can eat them, but mainly.
Did you get some on you?
Nah.
Those things you don't want to rub your eyes after you've been handling them either. It's
yeah, really.
You'll be upset.
You're gonna have a bad time.
Nope. Not at all. Oh, is that the shaved basil or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a very little bit. Put that in there. What else can I add to my fun?
What did we buy today?
We bought some general
Would that be good
steak mix, maybe with the chicken, but
not with the one we did the last.
No,
time.
and I have cumin and curry powder.
Oh, never mind.
I have cumin and curry powder, but that's already in the mix. And then once this chicken's good, I'm gonna sort of half boil it with some tandoori seasoning and just see how that goes. Even though that again is venturing off the path of Thai food.
Did you do the tandoori seasoning on the other one last time?
No.
This will be a little different. Right.
Yeah, this will be a little different. The tandoori seasoning is spicy, but it's not incredibly spicy. I need a fork for that chicken.
That piece is browned quite well, that one.
Yeah.
I guess you need to turn them over.
Basically just want to make sure.
That's cooked all the way through? Or?
No, that before I actually really start applying heat, that it's defrosted in the pan. Because you can see all the steam rising from it. That's pretty much
the water from the
ice.
Yeah, the ice.
Frosted probably more.
Yeah, probably. It was ice the other day, though. I saw it.
Yeah, really. It makes me think the bigger ones, even that's gonna take like 2 more days to drop, probably.
Oh, are these the smaller
Are you
pieces
done
you
with
took off? Yeah, I'm done with that. You want me to put that someplace?
No.
I'll put it on the kitchen table for now. It's probably not good where it is. I didn't mean to leave that around.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I just didn't know where you put recycling stuff.
Yeah, that's okay.
Or do we not really do that here?
I would if there was a place for it.
Oh, they really don't have a recycling bin?
Nah,
Okay.
we're not in middle class suburbia enough. I might as well throw these peppers in too, just so I can
What kind are they? Oh, they're the dried ones?
Yeah, these are dried.
Are they more mild?
Not really. You just get less flavor out of them.
What was that? Oh.
You just get less flavor out of them. Yeah, I gotta remember I have one ton soup before I go hungry. What else can I add to this barrel of fun? Nah. No.
That wouldn't work in here, would it?
No, I just have a bunch of different kinds of curry paste. That's definitely not.
What's this?
What?
Is that this one? I don't know what that does.
That's for a vegetable mash.
Oh, okay.
That's for what's on it. Basically, you get carrots and you get. Here, I'll show this. I've shown this before. I still haven't made this, by the way. I showed this on like the first one. I haven't made this. Basically, you take peas and carrots and you mash them with tomatoes and you stir it around. Then you open this and you pour that in, and you end up making that. It's a side dish. It's sort of a snack. You put it on the naan. And there goes that light.
Burn out?
No, that's the one. That light's got something wrong with its timer.
I just heard it too. I heard something click up there.
No, it'll come back on like half an hour. It's just something wrong with the dimmer switch. Like, even if I turn it off and on, it won't come on.
I heard a tick though.
I know. It did. Trust me. It comes.
Okay.
It does that all the
back.
time.
Okay.
It does it all the time.
Sorry.
Okay. So let me see.
At least that's plenty bright.
Yeah. So this is. Okay. So that's defrosted all the way through. How's everyone doing today? Before I do anything to that chicken, I'm gonna check tweets. See if there's any response to this stuff I put out. Arizona Furs likes it. You should like it too. Jared Tax says, quote, Thai curry is the elixir of life or bowel distension. I forget which.
That's pretty good.
Yay. And then other people like the post. Fox favorited something. Yeah, so people favorited it. And there are 3 people watching. What's up? Streaming curry.
I heard your space key has like a zoom function.
Yeah, if
That's
you hit
different.
function space key, it's supposed to be able to do it. I don't know. I might have this is Windows 8. How do you use?
I agree.
All right. Yep, this is ready for more water too.
I've got like 4 minutes on my timer. What was I timing it for?
About 20 minutes.
Okay, well I had it on 20 minutes. I just had what was the reason for me timing it.
Oh, just so that I don't
Forget to
about
stir
it.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
forget to stir it and remind myself to check it for
Okay.
potatoes, which are about halfway done. So maybe put another 10 minutes.
How
on
can
it.
you tell when the potato? Do they get like bendy and soft kind of?
They get
sorta?
bendy and soft, but you want to catch them before they disintegrate, and it's hard because it's hard to see in a
Because
curry.
they become like a paste if you don't.
Right.
Right. Okay. I've never really cooked potatoes. So
Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead. And add a little bit of water to the chicken. and I'm gonna try out.
Was that the? I think it was that one.
Yeah, it's this one. Try out this tandoori seasoning that I got.
Oh, what's in that?
Directions: mix tandoori seasoning with plain yogurt in a bowl.
I guess we're not going to do that, or are we going to try that?
Um,
Because I think we have plain yogurt.
yeah, we do have yogurt. And lemon juice. You're supposed to marinate it in the fridge for 1 to 2 hours, but again, that's how you'll get the flavor will seep into the chicken. I should have read the directions.
Yeah, do you want to use that at this point?
What else can I put in? I don't want to just be plain chicken. I don't know. Yeah, and I don't know how the yogurt's going to do
In there,
in the
heat
curry.
it up, yeah.
Well, the yogurt's meant to go in curry, but
okay.
it's not meant to go in Thai curry. So I'm gonna actually decide in favor of going with something else.
You want to put like soup seasoning stuff in there? Or
no, I'm just gonna put curry powder in here.
Okay, that works.
This is where I really start experimenting.
This is gonna be interesting.
And again, and then I'm gonna put this, which I bought today.
What is that?
It's just a simple lemon pepper seasoning.
Oh, okay, that could be good. That could go along with the lemongrass.
Yeah. Not really. Because, you don't ever want to actually use it.
Smell like.
Oh, wow. It's really lemony.
Is it?
Yeah.
That might be good. How much of that do you want to put in there? Probably not a whole lot. You want to get the lemongrass in there.
Yeah. Those potatoes are about halfway done, too. And what is this? This is an African spice I picked up.
I didn't see that one. That kind of looks cool. It's like in a tiny tin.
Soup stews. Oh, it's a rice seasoning, too.
If it's for rice, it might be okay. What do you think?
I don't want to add it. I don't want too much spice, but I
Yeah,
will make a rice dish with that sometime soon. You can see how it's starting to get that clam chowder look to it. Yeah, it's still good. It's good enough.
This has got like 39 seconds left.
You put it on for another 10?
Oh, I thought you wanted 20.
No.
You want me to set it for 10 now?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I can watch it.
Okay. I'll forego the timer then. I'll just turn it off.
And you can see how that chicken's already starting to absorb because I'm cooking it really slowly. Starting to absorb the curry powder that I put in there. Oh, I messed it up. I can't see the chat.
Oh no. There it is.
Salzath. Who do I know you as, Salzath? Did I pull you from Facebook or were you from Twitter?
Oh, you want me to turn the speaker thing off? I left that speaker on. That returnable speaker. It's still got the blue light on.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's make sure to give this another stir. Yeah, those potatoes are about 2/3 of the way done.
How do you know about the when those peppers are like good? Do they get soft too, or like how does that work? The dried ones?
The dry ones?
Yeah. Like how do you know when those are ready?
They don't really get. It's not really a readiness thing because those are something you don't eat anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Mainly, what they do is they fill with whatever liquid's in there,
and then and
the seeds are still in there.
Okay.
And the seeds are in peppers, what really hold the spiciness.
Okay.
and it's supposed to extract the essence of the seeds.
I guess it's not something that you'd want to eat unless you're like really tolerant
No.
to spicy things.
Those are the same peppers you see in like Kung Pao chicken or Beijing beef in a grocery like a Panda Express or something.
The dried ones.
Yeah, those are extremely cheap. Thai chili peppers are extremely cheap in and of themselves because I used to have a plant of them, and
Oh, yeah.
they would produce. Yeah, in the backyard of one of the houses that I rented from, they would produce like
fistfuls of them.
yeah, like
When
you get the whole package.
That's fine. Package. Could you get like that much from one plant or one branch?
These are probably about 2 branches worth.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that produces a lot.
It produces a
You
lot.
like have
So
a little
they're
farm in your backyard.
So imagine, fields and fields and fields of that.
That's probably why it's so cheap. Because it's abundant.
How do I do this? Man, not really. I'm going to turn the heat up on this chicken just a little so that it really starts to cook. Process of cooking chicken like this in curry powder is curried. You're currying the chicken. Add some more water in this.
How spicy is it?
Spicy. Oh, really?
We haven't even put the.
The peppers don't really make it spicy so much as it makes it flavorful. Unless, of course, you eat the peppers themselves.
Oh. I think you did that the one time, didn't you? You ate the peppers.
Yeah. Oh, God. I made this Vietnamese dish before I really knew how spicy the peppers were, and I used like 20 of them.
Oh, God. I remember you told me about
And the dish was almost uneatable because they had got, peppers got into everything.
What did you do with those? Did you do the same thing with these, or did you cut them up into little pieces?
No, I cut them up into little pieces with a bunch of carrots and then cooked it in the pan.
Wow, that smells really good. I don't know which it is. It's probably both. Something smells like really good.
Yeah, that's actually cooking very nicely.
Whoever said their mouth is watering, I definitely agree with that right about now.
And you're going to get to eat it too.
Yay.
Try one of these things.
Try one
A
of
little
those?
bit. A little bit.
Okay.
Mm.
Is it good?
Try this one.
Okay. I like that.
These are
It's got
good
a little
enough.
bit of a kick to it, but it's good. It's really good.
These are cooked enough to be put into the curry because they don't have to be cooked completely because, of course, they're going to boil a little bit, but they're cooked enough to be put into the curry.
Okay, you got it. All right.
I think I'm going to put a little bit of this curry pepper in. I mean, this lemon pepper into the curry too because
It might. I think it needs more of that. You think?
it's so good.
It is. I think that's what I'm tasting in the chicken. It's kind
Yeah.
of like with that other stuff you put in, it's like almost sweet to an extent. It's good.
I'll open the door a little bit because,
Do you want me to open the window or? Oh yeah, that doesn't open all the way.
yeah, no, the window doesn't really open all the way.
You want
Go
me to
ahead.
put the fan out there? Or?
Yeah, just open the door. It'll be cool enough outside to let it in.
The door is locked. want to come in and eat it.
Yeah, really. Better than their Burger King, whatever. At this point, I'm going to put the paneer in, which has gotten nice and soft outside of the fridge in and of itself.
This must be what like one of those people's kitchen smells like this all the time.
Oh gosh, I remember when I was on a road trip in 2005 when I was young, I was like 14. We stayed in one of those at some hotel in this small, tiny little like rock quarrying town, and we stayed in this hotel and it was owned by this Indian couple, and we walked into there for the free breakfast, which is basically like like donuts and some toaster and some bagels, and they have something wonderful cooking in the kitchen, and it smelled so amazingly like the best curry I could ever think of. And oh man, I wanted to ask them for it, and they probably would have been so bizarroed out at these white people from Orange County asking
cooking.
Right.
This is cool. I like this. Where do you find this?
That's
a neat little thing. I
that
wish I had
held.
like that. That'd be good for like.
That would help candy corn. That little jar.
Really, candy corn? That's bizarre.
So
That'd be something like I could use for my experiments or something.
Oh wow!
Is it good?
Try this.
Okay. And you haven't even added the other stuff like that's coconut. Great.
It's almost good enough to eat without the cream coconut.
Oh, I know. It's going to be really good.
Try this.
Try that.
Yeah. So just because I'm thirsty, I've been riding around the Phoenix Desert Heat all day. I'm just opening a can of coconut water. It's my favorite brand of coconut water. It adds a lot of sugar, but it actually tastes like something drinkable, not like something you'd find in an organic health food store somewhere in LA. And I'm just gonna have you try, and
okay.
you'll realize.
Wow, that's better than the stuff that my sister tried to buy and thought she could drink. That's actually good. That tastes like a drink that you would want to have.
Yeah.
Because I've drank coconut water before, and it's like I don't know if I want to drink anymore. Yeah. It's not quite as bad as Malta Goya, but because I told you about Malta Goya, it's like I'm gonna dump this in the sink.
But oh man, the parent brand, and the good thing is it's cheaper. It's cheaper than the artisan coconut water.
Can I have some of that later for when I have dinner? Okay. I want to leave this one in there because I'll take it out later. What else do you want me to copy down? I wrote down potato chips.
That's fine.
Here, I'll just put a caption over the top of it, like things we want to cook or something.
Okay.
Things to try.
Oh, this is yours.
Oh, they'll put it on the keyboard because it's got like those quick launch buttons on top. That's okay. It's not pressing it. Okay.
Put this away. Okay, this curry is about just a few seconds from being done. Add just a tiny little bit more water to it to break up what's been going down the bottom. I make my curries very, very full. It's not watery at all. It's in fact more like a stew than a soup.
Why are they traditionally just supposed to be soupy or?
Yeah, they're supposed to be more liquidy with very few stuff in it, but I just fully load mine. Oh, I just realized.
What?
As you realize, I threw the whole onion in there. Usually I only use half.
Oops. Yeah, because I remember there was some onion left over when you made the other one the other night.
Take this away.
What was that last time?
That was chicken, but that was a really thin chicken. Because that was all
chicken from last time?
Yeah, that was all that was defrosted. Very, very, very small amount. And in fact, it was the chicken I bought originally to make yakisoba with.
Oh, right.
So, This stuff is heavenly.
Definitely.
It's cream of coconut, which is different from coconut milk. This one has a pull top, so I like it. This one is the Goya brand. It's different from coconut milk in that it's more of a syrup. It's a sweet part of the coconut. What? Okay. Trust you.
I know.
So, I'm just gonna mix it around in here.
Now, how do they make that? How is that different from? Do they like make it out of the coconut milk? Is it like processed somehow to become this cream of coconut, or like how does
I
it
think
work?
they grind up the pulp.
Oh, the stuff on the inside of the coconut, and then it becomes this paste-like stuff, and whatever else is left of the milk. All right. I was kind of curious as to that. I didn't ask you that the last time you did it.
That's my guess, but considering it crystallizes at the top, kind of like honey.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, you only put a little in there.
Yeah, you only use about half the can.
How do you want me to like cover that up with something, or
no? I have a perfectly sized container that I use for it. Hope I didn't put too much in.
Is it too sweet?
No, it's not too sweet at all. But the cream coconut is very oily.
That's not gonna be bad.
So I'm gonna let that heat up a little bit. I'm gonna put this in my container.
You don't want me to time that?
Nah, that's fine.
Is that all gonna fit in there? Maybe.
I should have another one of these sitting around somewhere.
You want me to try looking for it? Is it under here?
Oops, I think I may have put way too much in here. Actually, it's in the sink.
Do you want me to clean it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, where's the lid for this? Is it also in the sink?
Yeah, it's in there somewhere.
Okay, pardon me for the sink noise, everyone. I'm going to try not to make it make noise, but I did it anyway. Let me just add a little bit of soap because I don't know what was in there. Try to find the lid for that. It's probably underneath something. Oh, sorry. Oh, I found it. I found it.
I really hope I didn't put too much of that in here. Really only supposed to use a third of it. I think I accidentally dumped half in.
I didn't think that was half.
No?
It might be a little more than a third, but I don't think it was half.
This one was not too oily.
Awful lot in there. Here's the lid. What was that? Oh, that was
the first one.
That would have been bad if that had opened up. Great.
All right. So this curry, I'm calling, is officially done. It's reheated from the coconut milk. And this is what it should look like by the end. So 1 whole potato, half an onion. I put in a whole onion. It depends on how much you like onion.
I like onion.
Coconut milk, preferably a really consistent, very creamy kind, not one that separates into a bunch of water. Very little bit of the cream of coconut. I'm pretty sure I put in too much this time, but that was my fault. Oops. Chicken, paneer, and bay leaves, and Thai chili peppers, and whatever else you want to put in it. Curry your chicken, add a little lemon pepper, and you're good to go. So I'm going to pour this into a bowl.
Do we have any more? Or is that you want me to wash those?
Wash one more.
Okay, I'll wash the
one from over
You
here.
can use that one. I'll just use this one.
Pour it into a bowl. Splashing everywhere. Nice. such a mess. Like the edges of this. And eat this with some warm heated naan bread or pita bread or any flat bread of your choice. And you are good to go. Everyone, thank you for watching. Thank you to everyone who stayed through the whole thing. My name is HemmsFox. Same on YouTube, same on Twitter, same on Tumblr, same on everything. I very much appreciate your attention. I very much appreciate subscribes, watches, likes, whatever each of the little sites I'm on calls it, follows, subscribes. Please, please, please do. I do the streaming every Monday, usually somewhere between 8:30 and 9:30 at night. That's Arizona time, which is switches between Pacific and Mountain. It's very annoying, but around that. And I very much appreciate you guys watching, and I enjoy letting you guys be tortured by watching the delicious things I cook. So, and thank you for Tessie for being in here. Aw, say hi.
Hi.
All right, we're gonna go. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.